What's up? Yeah, I'm good. I just haven't been paying attention in terms of updating you guys on like the $80,000 challenge, especially with the ratings being the way they were for a while. So that might be kind of the reason why I kind of didn't give like big updates, or whatever. Hey, excuse me. Hey, Dashing Viper, what's up? How's it going? DCs, hello, hello. Saw something new today. Never seen before. Pharmacy order out of Walmart. Yeah, I just saw a few of those past couple days actually as well. They've always had the pharmacy as like an icon on Spark. And I was like, okay, so we'll get pharmacy orders, and then never saw pharmacy orders ever. And I was like, okay, so what was the point in like showing that pharmacy is like an option or whatever? And then just recently I saw like 2 or 3 maybe, I can't remember. But it's just like, okay, so why couldn't you have shown it right off the rip? So I don't know. Kind of weird to me. I don't make the rules. I just deliver groceries, man. But anyways, I decided to hop on live because, I've only been doing curbsides for like the past couple hours, so I don't know if I'm going to keep doing more after this one. I might. The roads are getting a little We've had like snow, and it's like almost like wind snow more than anything. Like it's snowing, but like you definitely think it's more like the wind is causing more of like a snow effect. But like it's not even like hard wind either, so it's definitely snowing. But I wish we made the rules. Yeah, can you imagine? Can you imagine if we made the rules? Shit, then nothing would get done. I'd be like, I'm out of here. You guys deliver it for me. And I'll get paid to not do it. But yeah, I'm driving to Penngilly right now, so I honestly wasn't sure if the Walmart orders was going to allow like out of the range that like Uber has for like Hibbing, like because when they have incentives going on right now, because it's like the first couple weeks of doing Walmart orders on Uber in my area, and so they have Hibbing and Chisholm as like incentives. But little do you realize that the Chisholm like incentive is only if you do an order in Chisholm, which makes sense. But at the same time, there's only like 2 or 3 different restaurants that you could even order from in Chisholm, and the likelihood of you actually getting a Chisholm order is like slim to 0 basically. So I honestly thought, okay, they have Hibbing and Chisholm incentives, and I thought maybe it was like, you know, dropping off in Chisholm, but no, it's not the case. So I realized that it shouldn't matter, and I should be able to get Uber orders on for Nashwauk, Penngilly, technically even going from Hibbing to Mountain Iron if that's the case. So but I scanned my ID today, or on Spark. First time I've ever had to do that. Yeah, they actually updated that on my side too, but I only had to do it once, and I've never had to do it again. So I don't know what's up with that, but maybe if the scan went through just fine, maybe they're starting to try to like figure out, you know, if people have records by scanning their IDs on a basis. I don't know, that wouldn't make any sense, since you have to, when you sign up, you have to scan your driver's license or upload your driver's license anyways, right? Or am I tripping? Honestly can't remember. Maybe you just need your insurance. I honestly don't know. I think you have to, right? But I honestly cannot remember for the life of me. But yeah, I had to do it once, and then I've never had to do it again. So, yep. I will say though, it is funny watching new people come pick up Walmart orders that are on Uber, because most of the people that are on Walmart Spark are not on Uber. So it's just a bunch of newbies. Well, the problem is the thing is on Uber, you don't get told how many items it is. It just says one item for every order. And I already knew that going into it, because luckily I managed to do a Walmart Uber order during the summertime. I think I had already known that prior to as well, but I was like, man, the amount of people that are going to be pissed on Uber that probably have never done a Walmart order and realize that it's not just one item is kind of hilarious to me. And I've heard some nasty things over a couple of our Uber drivers coming to pick up Walmart groceries because they don't realize that they're coming to pick up a bunch of groceries. So that's kind of funny. First of the year, I had to rescan your ID. Is that one I had to scan mine? No, I think I had to scan mine before the year was over, I think. Yes, I'm pretty sure it asked for scan. Okay. On sign up. It probably did. It's one of those things where you do it and you never remember, and then someone asks you about it or something, and you're just like, bro, it's been 30 years since I've had to do that, so I couldn't honestly freaking tell you if I did or didn't. I know I had to upload your insurance. Yeah, okay. Curbside have been so slow in my area lately, meaning how quickly they bring the order out. On average, waiting 30 to 40 minutes for curbside, and the pay is so small for waiting so long. Yeah, I know, it's pretty ridiculous. I actually was going to pick up an Uber order in Mountain Iron today because it was $100 or something like that to go 20 miles. And I was like, cool. Got there, sat there for an hour, and never received my order. And at one point, I watched for 15 minutes as no dispenser came outside, and there was 10 of us waiting there. And I was like, you know what? It is $100, but I just wasted a whole hour sitting here doing nothing at the Mountain Iron Walmart when I could have been doing an order at Hibbing and gotten my order within 5 minutes. So I canceled the order. Also because I had it was an Uber order, so it was 3 orders, and I had no idea how big the order was. And I was like, it's not exactly a great area either. So canceled it, and 10 minutes into my drive going back to Hibbing, I got an $86 Uber order. And it was technically to go 20 miles, but it was only 4 or 5 miles away from the Walmart, because that's how far away I was from the Walmart or whatever. And friggin', I knew that I'd get my order within 5 minutes of arriving. And mind you, I had accepted the Mountain Iron order about approximately 20 minutes away, because I was about 15 miles away, I think, when it gave me the Uber order. So they had an hour and 15 minutes to get it ready and to give it to me. And I know the last time I went there and I actually stayed for a Walmart order, I asked someone if my order was coming out for delivery or whatever, and was like, I was like, hey, is my order coming out anytime soon? They're like, oh, do you have a delivery? And I was like, yeah, 3 drop. And he's like, oh yeah, well, three drops generally take a little longer to get ready or whatever. And I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, no, it doesn't. It really doesn't. It should not take you that long to get the order out. But what do I know? Am I right or am I right? I just pick up the orders and drop them off, I tell you. Spark hasn't offered much of anything here this week, damn. Even with the crazy weather. It was only the first year and a half I did it. Cancellation was awful. I think they purposely take longer on the Uber. Walmart, half of the time they don't even realize so much extent on Uber product. Oh, well, I can tell you, Nisi, is that they actually don't know the difference. I talked with the team lead at Hibbing, and they actually can't tell whether or not I'm an Uber driver or a Spark driver. Unless, like, your area has more, like, sophisticated stuff or whatever. But I know that I asked them if they could tell the difference, and they cannot, so. Alright, cool. At the drop-off. Be right back, guys. Yeet. Front door over here. Have a great night. Yep. All right, lads and lassies. All right, now I was waiting for Walmart or Uber to try to give me another one. I love when guys, and it might not work for you, so I'm sorry if it doesn't, and it really sounds like bragging to you guys. I really don't mean to make it sound like I'm a pretentious bitch or whatever, but I'm so glad that Uber will give me an order if I'm in Nashwauk or Chisholm. This is the first time I've done, or actually that's maybe I'm wrong. No, I don't know if they do it this far out in Pengilly, but I've gotten Chisholm and Nashwauk. I've gotten an Uber order while being in there, so roughly, guys, 10 miles, give or take. And they'll give me an Uber order, and they'll give you more money because technically you're far away from the store, which is just like amazing. So if it's slow, and I get a Walmart, curbside or even a Spark that brings me to Chisholm and Nashwauk, and it's literally like, it's not great, but it's not terrible. 9 times out of 10, I'll just take it now without even like blinking an eye, unless it's like, something really stupid for the amount of money and work I have to do for it. But like, I just won't even blink anymore because I'll just turn on Uber as I get like within 5 minutes to the last drop on the Spark order, just because 9 times out of 10, unless there's a lot of Uber drivers out. Because like I said, there is still a decent amount. We don't get lots of Uber orders. We probably get a couple every hour. But like, I'll just turn it on just to see if I get something. Because like, you can get like a $30 or like a $40 Uber in Chisholm, Nashwauk, just because freaking Uber is going to pay you essentially like $20, like $1 a mile, basically. Because you're so far away, technically. So. Wrong. They know all the deets. I mean, your Walmart might, I guess, but I've literally, like, the dispensers do not know, and neither does, like, the only way they know if it's an Uber order is if I end up like picking up one order and then it doesn't add on, and then it doesn't add on, because I did that the first day that I tried Uber, and apparently they have to like completely re-innovate their system when they have Uber orders, because they're like not batched together correctly, because it could be like 5 orders together basically. So I mean, I don't know. It's just weird the way it's designed. But like the dispensers definitely don't know if I'm picking up an Uber or a Spark. But yeah, like my team lead, she actually had called me yesterday when I was at home, and she asked me if I could like see if an order had gone back to the system. And I was like, well, I know you probably don't know, but do you know if it's an Uber or a Spark order? And she was like, I'm pretty sure it's an Uber order, just because an Uber driver came and then I think she said something went wrong with it or something, and so she had to or the Uber driver dropped it or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I can turn it on. Only problem is the fact that, we can't see, we can't see people's names until we decided to take the order or not. So I basically had no option but to take the order. Luckily, it wasn't a horrible order that was sitting there, and I was like, well, I already accepted it. I think my cancellation rate, there we go. I could not think of the words. I was saying them together for some reason. Was already at like, I don't know, it's at like 10% or something. Because I forget that unlike Spark, since their orders are batched together, you can, essentially only drop one, completion rate point for a 3 drop, whereas on Uber, they'll make you drop all 3 and give you 3 points for it, which is kind of stupid in my opinion, but it is what it is. They all come out between 6 and 8 a.m. and it's between too cold at that time. Huh? You mean Uber orders? I mean, I've noticed that the Uber orders that I've been picking up have been, for the most part, dropping like no later than like 36 after the hour. Most of them have been dropping at like half at like the 30. And obviously, once you pick up an Uber order, it wants you to pick it up right away. So it is kind of weird because, you go back to the whole thing of like, when Spark was originally a thing, there was a process where you could put your phone into airplane mode and then hit start trip, and it would let you start the trip early, no matter what. And, a lot of people abused that. I will say I did technically use it as well, but I only used it to get ahead like 5-10 minutes at most early, just because I didn't want to have to sit there for a long time. I never like started it like right away at the 20, because I always just thought about it to myself of like, well, if I start it right away when I get the order, I'm gonna end up being like upwards of 30 minutes early to the customer's drop-off selection time. And while I'm assuming, you know, some people are like, cool, my order got here 5 minutes early, people generally are selecting times because that's the time they can get their order. So, or like that's when they're available to pick up their order. So, just something I thought about while I was thinking about it. And I was like, probably shouldn't like start it right away. Alright, let's see what else. The other day I did a Sam's Club order and was waiting 20 minutes, and I knew, but never informed me that extra pay after 10 minutes more Walmart does. Sam's not. My Walmart, I think, did it twice for me, and then ever since then, I have not once seen the you're waiting so long, so we're going to give you extra money, like, notification. I haven't seen it since. So, you know, I just assume that, you know, if I waited 10 minutes that I'm supposedly going to get more, but I never know for sure. So, I don't know. But Sam's Club, I've only done like a couple of them, so I couldn't tell you on that notification. But, well, yeah, I guess I can, because I think out of the like 2 Sam's Club orders I've done, maybe 3, I've easily waited, I think, each time over 10 minutes. I don't know what they're doing in Sam's Club, but they never seem to be like on it at Sam's Club. Granted, I guess technically I'm talking about Hermantown, and Hermantown's Walmart was never really on it either for getting the orders out in a timely manner, so I just know they often say they didn't have us checked in Uber until we flagged them down. Weird. I guess that must be just an issue at your side, because I've actually never had an issue yet. Granted, it's only been a couple weeks, so I don't know, you know, if that's going to change or not. But even most of the dispensers know me so well that half the time they just know my car and they just assume that, I mean, it does tell the person that, you know, who's the driver's name. So if they see my car, they just automatically assume if it's ready, then they'll just come out because, like, I forgot to check in or something, you know. I've gotten a good, personable relationship with most everyone in the OPD section, so. Sam's gonna leave the cart and walk off. What? Sure. Oh, yeah, mine did that when yeah, one of them, so the very first one I did, and waited, because it was a pretty solid order. It was like $50. It was going like 20 miles in total or something like that, for like, I think 4 or 5 drop-offs. And I was like sitting there, and then all of a sudden I look over because I'm like trying to figure out where the spot is, and I was like, okay, I found where like they come out of to like give orders and stuff. And I look over, and a lady comes out, and she's like motioning me over with her hand and like pointing down to like place my car in front of like the area. And I'm like, oh, all right, cool. And so I come over. She eventually like comes out with the stuff or whatever. She's like, okay, here you go. And then just walks away. And I'm like, well, if I was a new person who has never done Spark in any way, shape, or form, you know, Walmart or Sam's Club, this would be very fucking confusing. Luckily, you know, I knew that I had to be looking for labels, which is even worse because if you're not like the brightest person on the planet, and you know, you were looking for like, you know, the Walmart labels, it would confuse you because they have completely different labels at Sam's Club, which just makes the whole process even more confusing. Because it's like, yes, you aren't technically the same, but you're basically the same, so why not just, you know, have the same labels. I don't know. But yeah, I had that happen to me one time too, so that's pretty crazy. They typically load the car and I help. Mine, the couple other times I did it, I don't know if, I think the person did help me, but Sam's Club's such a weird one because of the simple fact of you can get like 6-7 orders in your car because of the fact that there can be, most orders are like no more than like 10 items because it's all bulk related items. I don't know. I tell you, it's jaw-dropping. People put orders in for Sam's shopping and do not tip. Personally, don't take those orders. Well, like I said, ever since Walmart has, or Sam's Club has started doing shoppers, I haven't actually been in my, or there was one time where I was in my hometown, but I was doing other things. I was seeing family, doing an oil change, just get my dog's like nails clipped or whatever. But I wanted to turn it on to see if I could like see a Walmart Sam's Club order pop up. And I saw one pop up, so I was like, oh, okay, cool, so it does exist here. But I never actually did it because it wasn't even that good either, so it didn't really matter. I wasn't like upset that I didn't get the order, but I saw it and I was like, oh, okay, so they do actually exist. But Sam used to help load, but now they only load the non-smart drivers. That's so weird. Wonder if that's like, I feel like that would be against their policy though, because I would assume Sam's Club basically follows the same policy as Walmart, where technically we're not supposed to help load cars. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Sam's Club has a totally different policy. I'd assume it's the same though. Becca, what's happening? I'm sure I've missed you because I'm trying to focus 99% on the road because the roads aren't great. They're not terrible, but they're not fantastic. How's it going? It's different. Okay. Nina, what's up? Look at who's in the dark now. Yeah, well, at least you can see. Well, no, Nina, where are you again? Are you technically in the sunlight still? I don't know. I know there's a couple people that probably barely still have sunlight out, whereas I am now in the pitch black darkness. Come on, Uber, you don't want to give me anything else before I go home? I guess not. Yeah, in Sam's Club, try to walk off without 3 waters a customer ordered. I caught her and made her go check. She said whole store was out of water. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense with the way your thing is or whatever. I can't even see what that name is. I think it says Nikki. Where are you? I'm in the pitch darkness. I'm on the road again, as they say. I was born. I was born in the darkness. Tennessee? Okay. Wait, same as Nieces, right? Then it is against policy, but they do it anyway. That's fair. I was gonna say, because recently we had a Walmart higher up come, and so for the whole day, pretty much the whole day anyways, till about 2-4 o'clock or whatever, we were not allowed to help because, you know, they were being watched. And I was just like, it's so silly because, like, wouldn't you want help so that, you know, you're not taking forever? I don't know. No Uber order, huh? I wonder if people actually picked up the Uber order that they sent me when I finished my Nashrock order, or if no one picked up those orders. Wow, not a single one of these people have canceled yet. There was this order today where it was a 3-drop going 24 miles. And first person was in Keewatin, so it's really not that bad, 6 miles. But then the other 2 people were in Pengilly. And out of the 3 people, there's a total of $4.31 on there. So it is not good whatsoever. They didn't order like a whole bunch of stuff, but like it wasn't great. And that order's been there since like I started almost 8 hours ago. I am surprised not a single one of those people have canceled yet. So probably not going to take any of these Walmart Spark orders. They didn't look like terrible. They didn't look good. Oh, okay. Maybe they're not as behind as I thought they were. Maybe we have had a bunch of Walmart Spark people come out. That's fine with me. Because I have been, I shouldn't say stuck doing Uber orders because they've been delish, but I have not done anything for the past 3 or 4 hours except do Uber curbside orders, because that's how busy we've been. Wow, y'all can see me because I'm in the Walmart parking lot. Who would have thought? All right. No BS had a 3 drop the other day, $94, $60 tip. I figured it was a tip 8, but all the tips came in. It was like 9 miles total drive. Nice. Nikki is not much different than watching GPS. True. Wow, Cooper, that's amazing. Yeah, I was floored. I've never seen an order that large come out, 202 items, all 3 orders. It's okay. You want to see this crazy order that I got? I can top that order. Anyone want to guess what the order amount was? Or what the total number was? Oh, I thought I was watching a famous person. I'm out of here. Hey, technically I'm famous. I've been noticed for my YouTube channel, so I'm famous. Alright, so yeah, anyone want to take a guess? It's larger than Cooper's order, so it's larger than $90, I think, or $94. I only heard half the question. I said, does anyone want to guess the total, like, the amount that I got paid? Granted, they're still pending tips, but anyone want to guess the total amount that I got paid to do an Uber order? It's more than Cooper's $94 order. $116,107. Oh, this is gonna be funny. All right, ready? A little bit of chunk change, I think. What do you guys think? Just a little chunk change? Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I mean, it was the amount of work I had to do was definitely worth the amount that I got paid. Because it was a lot of stuff, but I nearly died when I saw that pop up. Yeah, it was pretty great. I think I died a little bit inside when I saw it. But yeah, I don't know. Pretty solid, I'd say. Show myself. I think I'm gonna run in, use the restroom real quick. Probably grab I don't know, something I'm gonna have for dinner. I think I have stuff for enough for dinner. I should be fine actually, but I need to grab some beverages inside the house. I think. So I will BRB real quick. Won't lie, I completely forgot that I was streaming. Or, well, I wasn't completely forgot that I was streaming, but... Definitely took my time a little bit. So I wanted to make sure that the, there's actually a lot of dispensers still here. Just wanted to make sure that they all knew what was going on. Which, they understood. None of them ever get mad at me for going home. Hey, Caleb. But, I don't know. I feel like it's a decent decency to let them know. Since, right now my Walmart is, like, stupid far behind. So, if anyone wants to come up to Hibbing, since our weather's kind of crazy right now, this is the time, but once our weather calms back down, it ain't gonna be as nice as it is currently. I'll have to read what everyone was talking about, what was going on when I get home. Let's scroll up here. Someone had ever read that. Yeah, okay, right. I guess I don't understand. Drew's logged into Uber and they're offering Walmart Spark deliveries through Uber app. Please stand by while Drew conducts business. This is true, I did. Just they do that here also. Walmart contracts with Uber and gives away our orders. But here the pay is like $5. Well, it's actually hit or miss if Uber is gonna pay well. Because I have seen, they actually tried to give me, just today, I think I was live while they were, no, because I haven't had an Uber order actually make a sound since I've, since I dropped off that last order with you guys. So right before I went live, they tried to offer me $5 to go like 20 miles, I think. Technically, it was only, because I was like 8 miles away from the store, so it probably would have been like a 34-mile round trip or something like that, but for like $5. So we do see those orders, but I do think that my area might just pay a little better every once in a while because it is new. Must be new in this area and they are paying good money for now. Yeah, just turn on my Uber app and see if anything pops up next time. Yeah, so from what I can tell, generally in my area anyways, I don't know about Nieces, but they've been showing up roughly around 30 to, I think I've seen as late as 37, but that's about roughly the time they show up for me. Now granted, if they fall behind in quotation marks, it can show up at any point after that, but we only get like 1 or 2 orders every hour, so they don't generally fall behind unless we get weather like this. Then there's like no Uber drivers out. Just know you can't see the items like on Spark. True, yep. If you pick up a 3-drop, it will technically say that you only have 3 items to pick up, which is a fat lie. Unless you're picking up a .com on Uber, then technically it will probably only be 3 items. So, it says Walmart, 1 to 5 bags, or 5 to 10, etc. Really, mine always say 1 item. I guess I'll have to double check, but when I have looked, it's always only said 1 item. It's never said like 1 to 5 bags. It's literally just says a singular item. It's like, yeah, I don't really believe that, but okay, whatever you say. Whatever you gosh darn say, I tell you. Boys aren't coming through to clear the driveway so they can park. Also doesn't tell you if heavy or bulky items. That is true, yep. It's been so better cold here lately. The weather just broke yesterday, not to mention we had 2 snowstorms, 20 degrees. It felt so warm in comparison. Not sure how to do with that consistently. Well, I've lived in this my entire thermal underwear and fleece sling and hat, gloves, and heated vest with a hoodie. To be honest, I don't do any of that crap. I do this to cover my face and my ears, but 9 times out of 10, my fingers are dying. So I'm probably slowly killing my hands by doing that, but I really need to pick up like some thin gloves, because I have gloves at home, but they are not pickup bag friendly because they're so bulky. Good for heating temperatures, but not that. I thought I would perish just that, even you wouldn't soon. I didn't deliver on those days. That's y'all's normal, and you still deliver. Yep. Just left and forgot us, so you were damn right. It helps to weed out the weak. My market is so flooded with drivers. Cold week in Michigan, cold week in Minnesota, that's for sure. A lot of people saying Spark. Wait, what? A lot of people saying Spark let them GP. But why? Metric ratings. Oh, I don't know what we're saying here. Do you think Spark is getting more picky on the terms and agreements for the drivers? I haven't noticed anything different that would make a difference. Hey, other Drew or Mav, whichever. I'll see you in chats. I'll screenshot mine and show you next time when I get one. Compare the differences. Okay, yeah, I'll do that for you next time too. Yeah, special funds. You missed. You were probably in bed already, Nieces, but Drew did a live last night, so you missed out on that, I tell you. But yeah, I don't know. All right, I gotta go in the garage real quick and open my garage and then pull my car in. So I'll still leave the live on, but I gotta go in and get my garage door open. Oh, lordy. I saw notifications when I woke up, yeah. I kind of figured you were probably asleep. I was like, oh, I'm surprised Nieces ain't in here. Okay. I will say one thing that's really fucking annoying though about having snow is the amount of snow that gets on your trunk and stuff. So you have to constantly be scraping off your license plate. I know cops don't probably generally care or whatever while it's snowing, but still annoying. Oh, it's also crazy how cold It's only 5%, so you guys are gonna get like a couple minutes before this phone dies. I could bring the cord in, I guess. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Ugh. Cold weather and snow. Yeah. Anyone want to see the dog before I go? If interested, I'm gonna show you the doggo. He's gonna lose his absolute goddamn mind because I haven't been home in a grip. He does an 8-hour shift at work today. Maybe a little more. A dog. Hello, dog. What, no screams and whines? Oh, there it goes. Go to your place. Yep. Yep. Nope. What are you doing? Come here. Sit. Sit. It's my bone. Your bone? Or my bone? Yours? Okay. You want dinner? Alright, here you go. Alright, y'all. I will catch y'all later. Thanks for hanging out with me for like that hour. Alright, guys. See ya.